Well, what's up, guys? So they just did the Apple event. We got the new iPhone. It's the iPhone 13. The iPhone 13 mini is back. The regular iPhone, just whatever. Then there's the iPhone 13 Pro, then the Pro Max. The sizes are pretty much the same as last year. They updated the screen tech. They're now OLEDs that are capable of always being on, kind of like the watch is now. They have new cameras. That's definitely the big one. They're going to have the feature that you would normally need something like this for, to where the camera on the background or the background image of the camera can be blurred, whereas what's in front of it is not. That's a huge thing, because normally you need something big like this, these crazy lenses, and that stuff can really add up. That can easily be thousands of dollars by the time it's all said and done. But that's all going to be built into this little phone now. Huge in itself. They also updated the iPad mini for the first time in forever. That thing is going to have a similar design language to these iPad Pros now. It's going to be squared off. They got rid of the touch button, kind of like this Air 2 still uses. It's going to be the square design, updated screen, internals, everything. It's going to be actually probably one of the iPads that's used the most for on the field type stuff like they are now, because they're big enough but not oversized like this Pro is here or just the standard iPad is. That's a huge perk. The cheaper iPad, just standard iPad, whatever they call it, has been upgraded. Not too much has been reworked. They just kind of beefed up the processor, added a few little features like that, but that's pretty much it. The Airpods did not make their appearance. Some people thought they would. Some people said they wouldn't. They didn't. We're still stuck with the old Airpods, but they'll probably come out soon with just a regular product announcement, maybe an email or something like that. But all in all, this was a decent event. Not everything was that was expected to be announced was announced, but a lot of times that stuff like that works. It just kind of, it is what it is. That's how tech is, I guess. Things get leaked. People will get excited. Nothing happens. But hey, I'm looking forward to this new phone. It's going to help a lot with just recording these videos for this channel or some other channel, whatever. It's really exciting to know that something big like this, and this is the tiny little lens compared to this, can be replaced with this. That's going to be the biggest perk. You're going to have the ability to pull focus. This is in focus. That's not, vice versa. That opens up a whole lot of options and makes your phone, just this little guy, look potentially better than this. And the huge perk of that is you can record from it, edit from it, upload from it, one-stop shop. Looking forward to that. They're going to have a terabyte storage option. That's huge. This is just 128 gigs now, and that thing runs out fairly fast, mostly because I record a lot of videos on it when I don't feel like getting this guy out, but that works. The larger battery is going to be a huge perk. They said on the iPhone 13, you get 2.5 hours more battery life than you did on the iPhone 12, which, hey, that adds up real quick. I'm looking forward to that. The sensor shifting, which is going to kind of stabilize the footage, is coming to the lower level iPhones. Last year it was just on the Pro stuff. That's a huge perk. Let's see what else. That's pretty much it. Oh, the Apple Watch. How did I forget about that? Apple Watch got a new design. They've had basically the same shape since the first Apple Watch, going back quite a few years. This Series 4 made the screen bigger, but kept the design. This new one's going to be squared off like the iPhone 4 was, or just the iPhone before that. That's going to be a huge perk. They also made the screen bigger. They didn't say the exact dimensions, but according to some of the leaks, it's only a millimeter larger, but they shrunk the bezels, so it's going to look like a bigger screen, even though physically it's just a little hair bigger. But knowing that these little black borders are not as big kind of just makes the screen look bigger in general. So it's more or less a mind trick, but hey, if it works, right? The battery life on that got better, huge perk. The internals have been improved. They showed a lot of the updated fitness features where it's going to be a little bit smarter about what it detects as far as your activity you're doing. And hey, just, little tweaks here and there. Didn't seem like the biggest upgrade of the year, but people always expect a little more from these things than it ends up being. It's really rare that there's an event that just wows everyone. There's more things that were announced than they thought would be announced, but this definitely was not that. Still quite a bit of stuff. I personally excited for this new phone that could in a lot of ways replace these DSLRs I have, especially these freaking giant heavy lenses. And this isn't even the biggest one I have or use. So this question I just got, what all are all the changes? Basically, the biggest one is the camera stuff. Like I was just saying, it's going to put the camera a little more on the lines of these larger DSLRs. They will be able to have a blurry background in video, kind of like it's always been in portrait mode. That's a huge perk, I think. That's probably the largest one, really. Other than that, they just kind of changed them a little bit. They shrunk the notch up top, the little black part up here. That's a little bit smaller now. They just made it a little narrower. Huge perk. The battery life got improved. A lot of the lower level ones went to 2.5 hour battery life gain versus last year's. They kept the iPhone mini, which a lot of people were worried about. I actually like that phone. I've just played with it in stores and stuff. And, I don't have the largest hands for someone my size. So it was nice to just grip it, just kind of one-handed, and didn't really have to like stretch your fingers out or anything. But they kept that around. It's perk. The iPhone mini or iPad mini is back and improved. No, they did not unveil the Airpods, unfortunately. I have the original generation Airpods, been hanging on to those things for a while, and they're freaking awesome. Was looking forward to this update, but no, that's not out, or they didn't announce it yet. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, that pretty much sums all that up. All in all, like I said, decent event, nothing crazy, but what are you going to do, right? I think that, at least according to some of the leaks that are out, Apple held back a lot of the stuff that they could have put on this phone for next year's, but it is what it is, because there's a whole lot of stuff that's already leaking for next year's iPhone. Then that was out before this year's iPhone was released. Like, they leaked the iPhone 14 before the iPhone 13 was even released. So, hey, and it looks like that one's the one to get as far as like upgrades and stuff. So only iPhone, AirPod. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They didn't announce anything else really. Kind of just, or even really any new services, actually. It was not really much, actually. Probably the biggest ones of the show is the iPad mini redesign. That was like pretty much brand new. They just took like this older style iPad and changed it to this newer style. Other than that, yeah, pretty much it. And again, the phone stuff, that's going to be good. But hey, that's going to do it for now. I will hopefully have a lot of this stuff in my possession soon enough, and I will have an unboxing and review for you guys. All right, until next time, peace.